to the live. Yeah, you got it right. It's Enzo's birthday. 15 years old. Wow. I can't believe it. It feels like yesterday that I got him. When I had him in my hands. Enzo, come say hi to everybody. 15 years old. Hey, birthday boy. Diego, is it your birthday as well? If it's one tiger's birthday, it's every tiger's birthday. I can't believe I've had him all this time. And it started off just with someone handing him to me right by my gate. I can't believe it. 15, Enzo! On that first day, everybody was like, oh, you're not going to be able to keep him. You're not going to be able to have a tiger at your house in a residential area. Are you crazy? And I said, nope, we're not crazy. Yeah, guys, he's amazing. Absolutely adore him. Changed my life completely. Can a tiger change your life? Oh yes, he can. Believe me, they are magnificent. Zunemi in Lansing, Michigan just passed away this week. Oh no. But what age? At what age? Do you have an idea? You can do anything, Michael. Guys, it was totally ridiculous when I got him. That I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget it. I didn't know I was going to get a tiger. I had no idea. He just showed up into my life. I had him in my hands and I wasn't going to let him go. We had a trip to Cape Town planned the next weekend. That's what I think why I don't like to plan things in advance. I don't like it at all. It bothers me because I did get on the plane. We flew to Cape Town. I just wanted to come home. I just wanted to come and be with my tiger. And so, I'm walking around Cape Town. I'm not even looking at the mountains and stuff. I'm just thinking, I need this tiger. Oh no, my phone is not charged. It's got 15% power left. Let me see if I can do something quickly. Hey, there he goes. There he's on the other side already. Wait, I'm just gonna see if I can plug this phone into the power bank I have here on my internet system. That's the nice thing about if you have to have so many systems to run a thing, you got options at least. So let me just see if I can do this. I'm sure I can. Like Deborah said, I can do anything. Okay, let's just see. I just need to find the right cable. Plug this one in here. And this one goes in there. What now? Unplug charger immediately. Why would I need to do that? Why would it say that? Guys, just give me a second here. I'm working on this. Gonna get this done, even if it's the last thing I do. Plug this one in here, and then that's it. That's it. Woo! Save that one. Yeah, I put the phone on charge last night, and I guess it was just not placed perfectly square on the mobile little induction charger. So that was a bit of a problem. But now it's plugged in and it will charge. Let's go feed Enzo. Wow. 15 straight years feeding him every day. Okay, I didn't get him when he was born. That is still something. I calculated his age based on his weight. So I did some research. It took me a year or so to decide what day I think was the perfect date that he was born on. So when I got him, he weighed, I think he weighed 7 kilograms. And I had to go and calculate it backwards and determine the exact date when he would have been just born. Okay, let me just carry this stuff. Oh, let's go. But I worked it out, and I've always said, okay, well, it's around this time. But it could be, if I had to put a bet on it, I'd say 14th. 14 March, that is his birthday. So, yeah. Hey, come on. With Diego, it was a little easier because he was like a really, really tiny little cub. But, Enzo. Now, guys, I'm still working on how long do I think a tiger is able to live. And he's in perfect condition. There's not anything that I can say aged on him. His joints, look at him. Hey, Enzo, you're perfect, Enzo. Here it comes. Ready. There you go. Diego. Wow. Benny, he can be glad he got away. Wow, Diego. Look at that body shape of him. Okay, eat your food, Diego. Are you enjoying your chicken, Enzo? Happy birthday, my boy. Wow. Yeah, I remember it so well. My members, they can go and watch the video of the night that I received him, where I gave him a bath. And that was the first day I saw him with my own eyes. It was the first time I ever saw a tiger with my own eyes. I think I might have seen one maybe in the zoo, but the zoo, you're standing about 100 meters away from the tiger, so you can't really see them, you can't hear them, you don't know nothing about them, you don't know the sounds that they make. In the first 10 seconds I learned more about tigers than I've learned in 35 years. So just to have him there, I felt what he felt like, I heard the sounds he made, and he was so friendly. So it was great to have him. And from that moment, he impressed me daily. He never stopped. Hey, thank you, Melissa. Happy birthday, Enzo. Love you so much. It's been such a pleasure watching you all of these years. Love you, Zoo House family. Thank you so much, Melissa. Yeah, it's great to spend this time, to know that I've spent this time having him. He really made it worth it for me. I mean, I live in South Africa. There's not that much going on here, but having a tiger makes a difference. I'll tell you guys that much. And then he had to get a friend, and he got Ozzy as a friend. But like you guys know, Ozzy was disabled and he didn't live very long. But yeah, Diego came into our lives as well, and I'm very grateful for that, because he is the true friend of Enzo. And it was just a question of, I realized they are not loners at all. Everybody was saying the same things about tigers for, I think, for millennials. But they were wrong. They had no idea, because everybody was talking about what they've heard from someone else. Nobody had actual, how can I put it, real interaction for many years with a tiger. They simply did not have the experience. And that is what I got. He was the first tiger that I guess in the province where I live, no one else have had one. There was some tigers in other provinces. I do not know about any other tigers that was in the Gauteng province. That is basically around the Johannesburg, Pretoria and the East Rand area where I live, and no one else had one. And the day that it was on the radio, I remember that the radio show that they had, they basically told the world about Enzo, and the guys were making fun of where I live, because the place is not really known as such a smart area. And I remember that first broadcast of that show. It was more a joking, well, what can I say? They were trying to make it a crazy bad thing, like a hillbilly thing. If I can just use that, not knowing any other word right now. That's the first word that came in. But that was what they like to do, because that's how the whole South Africa is. They're looking down on everybody else. And then when the pictures started popping up, they saw, wait a second, this tiger is actually in some pretty good hands. This is actually a nice environment, and they've got everything they need. And they didn't immediately, they stopped showing it because they didn't get the right message through. And that's when I knew I did something right. But the next day, everybody showed up at my house. Guys, there was paramedics, the fire brigade. There was everybody, even the head of public safety came to my house. And they wanted to take him. And the guy told me, listen, there's a 99% chance that we're going to take him now. And I said, well, that just told me that you cannot take him. If there was a 100% chance, maybe we could have negotiated. But since there's only a 99% chance, I know that he's going to stay. And I made up my mind right there not to hand him over at all. To just stand my ground. Because, I mean, I just got a tiger. Who gets a tiger? And I wanted one. I was the luckiest guy in the world. And I kept him. And the guy actually turned out to be such a friendly person. He phoned some of his friends, told them to come and have a look, to tell us if the area is perfect for him and what we can change. And they came over and they checked it out and they said, your place is perfect for the tiger. Don't worry about it. He will be just fine. And he grew up real quick. Guys, now you have to understand how quickly they grow. They grow a kilogram a day. Hey, Diego. He grows, and that's the actual weight that he gains in muscle, a kilogram a day. That's like 2 pounds a day that his body weight just grows. So, yeah, what can I say? Denise Maddox, happy birthday, Enzo. What a momentous occasion when Enzo appeared at your gate. He has made an impact on many lives around the world during his life. What an amazing creature. Yeah, both of them. Diego, are you done? I hope I didn't feed you less than Enzo. Well, it is his birthday, but he is on his last chicken. Thank you so much, Denise. You have been a part of this for so long. Wow. And you know him so well. So, thank you very much. Yeah, guys, sometimes miracles happen. I think it was just a miracle to receive him. And I'm serious. He really made my life worthwhile. It's impossible to picture the last 15 years without him. And we're just getting started, eh, Enzo? I think you're still going to live to be, maybe, I don't even want to put a number on it. I think you can just keep on going. We'll see. Yeah, I just plugged the phone in. Let me just get through these comments. Sorry, guys, I'm skipping a lot of comments here because I fell behind. Pet them. He does pet them. Are you done, Enzo? Wow, you ate them all. How many chickens can Enzo eat? All of them. Yeah, you're done. Look at your midsection. You're looking good, boy. Yeah, I remember them telling me that tigers reach an age of like 10 and then they are basically old. And he's already done 50% more than that and he's still just getting started. His eyes are clear. His shape is amazing. No joint pains of any sort. No problem at all. Diego also as fit as you can get. And I think that is something that really needs to be, because I remember with Ozzy, with all the problems he had, that really changes a lot. You know, if your tiger is healthy, you are happy. And you can keep them happy. You guys better be ready for cream, Enzo, but let's just give it 5 minutes so that chicken can get all the way to your stomach. But yeah, I will never forget this 15 years. Are you cleaning yourself? And guys, you get to know the personality behind the tiger. There is so much more to him than just what he looks like and his size and strength. He's actually a companion. You can actually have a relationship with him. Okay, you have to at some point say, okay, now you're getting a little big. We're going to have to just spend more time on separate sides of the fence. So, yeah, what can I say? That's just one of the things that you have to do, but doesn't matter. It's one of those things, and it's necessary because they are extremely strong. Look at him. And you know, he still plays, he runs, he swims. He's watching something there on the other side of the gate, I guess. What are you looking at? Hey, Enzo? When he was living in the house, it was amazing. But he turned really naughty quick. And I had to say, okay, that's it. You're getting out of the pool straight into bed, bringing a lot of water with you. I need to let you sleep outside a little bit. I remember the first night he slept outside, right about here where he is now. He just lay down, and I was always waiting for that sound from him to go. Whenever he did that, I knew now we're going to get some sleep. So you would play rough, and then all of a sudden we would hear, and that meant now it's time to go to sleep. And he slept right through the night. Sometimes he woke up, stood up, and then you just hear those mattress taking a beating as he steps onto it with his, well, he was then about 150 kilograms. So he was putting quite a lot of pressure on one foot when he got up. And yeah, then he would need one of these bowls, and he would fill that bowl up, and I would have to be there to catch it, or it would be a disaster. Not sure what's happening over there. Hey Enzo, do you remember those days? I'm still thinking that maybe one day he will sleep inside the house again. I don't know why I think that, but maybe he could if he behaves himself. But we'll have to see about that. Diego, look at that face. 15 years old. Can you believe it? Remembers that first bath, I'm sure, yeah? He was smelling terrible, guys. He had the worst smell on him. I couldn't stand it. I thought, is he gonna smell like this all the time? Is this what a tiger smells like? No, it's not. Tigers don't smell at all. They are clean. I guess he was just in some area that was really not clean. But yeah, after his first bath he smelled a lot better, and by the third bath he was clean as you can get. The smell was just, I don't know. I really have no idea, but it was very bad. I think it was just dirt wherever he was being kept. Maybe it was what a tiger in the wild smells like, but it was really bad. It was not just a stink like a smell. It was strong. He's got these long legs. I remember the first day I got into my car and I went to the shops to go get something for him to eat. I didn't know what he was going to eat. I got there, they had no mince meat. And I drove to the next place and they had nothing. And I drove to our neighboring town. There I got some. And when I came out, there was a little mark on the bumper of my car. And somebody just scraped against the car, but there was no damage really on it. But I could see that somebody did do that. And even today, when I see the car and I see that little mark, I remember the day I got him. Hey Diego. The only thing I've never seen is them smile. But I'm sure they can. We'll see after they had their cream. Yeah. There he goes. He doesn't care what's going on. He takes his walk. Hey, where are you now, Enzo? Sun is starting to go down, getting a little darker here. There he is. Let's go, let's go. Already fed the animals. They love this area. It's so nice and cool here with this tree just. I got all these branches coming over the fence, and that leaves so much shade inside this area that they are able to just have a great place. Yeah, Enzo, are you here by the dogs a little bit? Visiting the dogs? Yeah, the dogs ate as well. Diego? And then he started growing. Guys, we had no idea what size he was going to get. We were really lucky when we built this little open space here. I remember telling them, no, break it down and lift that another 2 to 3 bricks. And they did that, and then only it was just the right size. Look at that. The perfect size. But we did not know what size a tiger will get. We had no idea. And luckily I told them to just put that lintel a little higher so we could just have enough space for him. Yeah, let's quickly say hi to all the others. Pool is blue. Arthur! Let's quickly say hi here to the little peacocks. And look at those peacocks in the tree. They sleep there. There goes little Siamese. Ducks around. Yeah, you guys, you already ate. I gave you your food. The little ducks, look how big they got. And then I got another 2 little ones. Here they are. And they are also growing up so quickly. You can't believe how quickly they grow up. Here they are. Arthur! Yeah, so they're all around here just enjoying the last sun of the day. Inky, how are you doing, Inky? He's my favorite duck. Come on, Arthur, let's go back. Little peacocks. Let's go, let's go. We need to go give the tigers the cream. They are ready for their cream. So, it's closing up here. So I don't have any animals in those cages at the moment at this house. They all grew up. I've got one dove that I still keep there. The one whose neck was twisted around. And he is doing great. He's got some friends that comes and visits him, like those ones over there. But he lives in this cage. He enjoys it so much. He's a little bigger than the others. There he is. He's a little bigger than the others. Oh, I can't see him very well, but for now, this is his house. I'm going to put that on this side so I can keep all the little ducks that gets born or hatches from their eggs. I could keep them there safely. That would be nice. Come on, you guys, let's go get you guys cream. Come on, let's go get you guys some cream. Are you ready? There he goes. It's starting to get dark already. I can't believe it. I guess I will have to start earlier now with my live. Just when we thought that, well, the daylight saving time has changed for the northern hemisphere now. But now the sun is going down earlier in real time for us. So it doesn't take long, then it will start getting dark really early. I really don't like that because the days are so short then. But hey, what can you do? You can't have it all. Let me just quickly get the right stuff here. Some cream for the boys. Oh, it's that fridge again. Yeah. There's no other way. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. Almost done. It just takes a few minutes when you're using one hand to get the cream out. Okay, so let's do this. Before it gets too dark. Tigers loves the scream. You guys ready? You guys ready? Let's go there. Let's go. No, wait. Come. Let's go over here. It's not so dark over here. It's better here. Okay, let's put this thing over here. We'll do this right. You guys ready? Here it comes. Happy birthday, Enzo. Oh, they love this. Now, guys, that is a 15-year-old cub. Enjoys life. He's enjoying the cream. Now, why can't all tigers in the world just have such a great life? I think they can. There you go, Diego. Don't get angry. Luigi Diazzo. Happy birthday, Enzo. To the best tiger in the world. Thank you very much, Luigi. Look at him. Just, Benny. Benny's got the biggest eyes. Not as big as Enzo's eyes. There you go, Enzo. Come on, you've got to take as much as you can. Oh, he loves this stuff. There you go, Diego. Yeah, that's what makes life great. These surprises. Just having some cream. Look at this one's feet right there by the tiger. Enzo! Yeah! Love it when he replies like when I call his name. This goes to show how they listen. They know their names. And people thought that they were just instinct driven at some point. They're not. They've got their own unique personality. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's that sound. He's just saying thank you now. Look at Diego. That's it, Diego and Enzo. It's done. Layla. Yeah, that was great. How was that? They love this stuff. Hello and thank you. Here comes the big boys. Yeah, guys, they are magnificent creatures. And I think, like this channel, I think I covered just about everything. It's a bit much for newcomers to go and watch the whole channel. All the videos that's been done over the last 15 years. But if you want to know about tigers and you want to know everything, I think this is where you will find it. I think this can show an example of any situation that you can be in with a tiger and how they react. And don't get me wrong, I'm still learning from them daily. And I'm impressed with them. Very, very impressed. It didn't get old once in all of this time. They kept impressing me day after day after day. And now they're just gonna relax a little bit, enjoy some quiet time. Look at that. No stress whatsoever. I think that's the other thing that you can give them. I think that is sometimes what everybody just wants. And you can ask yourself that question, what's the greatest feeling in the world? Maybe it's just being stress-free. I think that's it. Hey, Steve O'Brien! Michael, there's a little extra for you because you take excellent care of the boys. And the rest of the animals, go get yourself something, brother. I would like to know how they feel compared to a regular cat. Thank you. Steve, that's an excellent question. You know, when you touch them, they don't have much hair compression. So you're touching something that is absolutely smooth, very short hair, and slick as can be. So they are so firm that they're not really soft. I guess if you touch them really lightly, you will feel softness in the fur, in the hair. But they are more slick than soft because that hair is not long at all. So a mosquito can even sit on them and bite them through the fur. Now that goes for Bengal tigers like these. But on the Siberian, they've got that fur that they've got in the neck, basically all over the whole body. And they are soft. Guys, they are absolutely soft. I can compare it to a normal house cat. It's just on the body. If you touch him with the flat part of your hand, you will feel there's no bounce in the hair. The hair is short and right in contact with his skin, and then he's quite firm. If you touch him, you will feel he's not moving. You're not pushing him back. So it's a different kind of feel, like if you feel a cat. A cat moves very easily in the direction you're pushing him. A tiger he's got a little bit more momentum, a need for momentum to move him. He's quite stable in his position. But yeah, that is basically what they feel like. And the ears, same thing. The hair is very short on the ears. On the nose, on the bridge of the nose, very short hair. So they don't even feel hairy actually. They just have got like a velvety nose bridge, I can say. And then immediately after that, they've got the mane right behind the face. And that's a total different type of hair again. So they've got so many different types of hair on their bodies. It's just, I guess they can feel any way any other animal can feel, just on different parts of their body. But on the sides there, they are firm, short hair, and I think that gives them a great advantage to swim with, because they will be able to swim really fast. I remember Enzo jumping in the pool, and he was really quick. We could not get away from him if he got in the pool, because that foot is also like a web. And he's got webs between his toes, so they can just float and row. And he's so friendly, always greets when he walks past you. Yeah. Thank you very much, Steve. I just wrote your name on here again just a few minutes ago. There it is. The pen was lying down here on the floor, and I said, that's a sign I have to remember. And I quickly wrote that one down as I was getting ready. And it goes for the gasto. That sounds like a beer commercial. Yeah. No, guys, when you know nothing about an animal like this, and you then get to keep one for 15 years, it's quite remarkable to experience everything, like his tongue. I remember when Enzo, the first time he was lying upside down, and I looked down his throat, and I saw these two holes in his palate, this where the soft palate starts. And I thought it was two puncture wounds, maybe from something he ate, because he ate a lot of stuff, and it wasn't. Then you realize, no, wait a minute, this is part of the tiger. This is part of what he looks like. And then at about 7 months old, his teeth starts falling out, and he gets his proper teeth, and then his breath is horrific. I remember when he grabbed me by the arm, I could smell his breath. It's the only time his breath was smelly as well, is just around the time he was teething. When that's gone, again, no smell whatsoever. Tiger is clean as can be. But I remember with that teething, they were smelly. If he grabbed you by the arm, you would have to go and wash your arm. You won't get the smell off. Look at him. Hey, you two better behave, eh? You're full of cream now, so relax. That's not a good stare. Enzo, don't do anything. You're 15 years old. Oh, what am I going to tell them what to do? They can do whatever they want. Look at that body language. But they get along great. They are true friends. Sometimes they take one another on a little bit, but I've gotten to know how they control themselves. They never step over the line. They have, well, like you've seen the little cut on his arm. So he does get that from time to time from the Jaeger, we all know that. But I have to say, I've never seen him in a state where I thought this is now out of hand. But you have to get used to it first. We'll hear them in a second. We're going to hear them in like 3, 2, 1. Round about now. Okay, I'm wrong by 3 seconds. I know them well. Hey, that's crazy cat mother of all cats. Okay, come on guys, come on. I was just telling them that you guys behave so well. Come on. Michael, give both baby boys, Enzo and Diego, a pet on their nose, please. I'll do that. I'll do that, crazy cat. Mo. Come on, you guys, take it easy. But yeah, I've learned they are not loners. They are always looking. Look at that. That's playful behavior. They feel great. They want to play. Enzo looks like he's the main one that decides to play this round. Are you going to roll down now? Diego? Look at him. Beautiful. Look how slick that hair is. If he's in the water, guys, he's like slippery. He just glides through the water. Enzo's looking for trouble. Beautifully done, Enzo. A roll. He's allowing Diego to take a little bit of water first. Michael, there's a little extra for you because you take excellent care of the boys and the rest of the animals. Go get yourself something, brother. I would like to know how they feel compared to a regular cat. Thank you. Wow. Hey, Enzo's right here. And there I get the goosebumps. Thank you again, Steve. Look at him. And it's funny how they are perfectly white underneath their bellies. And the whole tiger, when he lies upside down, he would look like a total different animal if you look down on him. Look at Enzo. He's just waiting for Diego to turn his back. He wants to go and get 1 point. Come on, you guys, keep quiet. Diego, don't worry, Diego. He's not gonna do nothing. Okay, it's his birthday. But I can see Enzo is waiting for Diego to just lose track. He just needs to find him asleep. And then he would be on him and he'll get the point and then they'll both move on. Look at that. Oh, it's starting to get so dark here now. Hey, where are you guys? Oh, there they are. Enzo's right by him. And it's nice and cool tonight. It's not that warm. It's just perfect weather for any tiger, I guess. Come on, you guys. Tiger is the most beautiful animal on the planet. Yeah, they are, absolutely. I think they give you a lot to look at if you actually get cornered by one in the wild. Before you take your last breath, you will be amazed if you have to see one. I don't know if it's a good trade-off, but at least you'll realize something in your last minute. That will be really something that is worth realizing. You'll see the perfect thing, I guess. Enzo, Michael, does your friend still have the white tiger? Yes, as far as I know, I haven't seen him in a while. But as far as I know, they are all happy, and uh, he got an extra place for them. So he made the enclosure bigger for them. So he's taking good care of them. Yeah. I think also what we learn from this is that private individuals can actually take good care of such an animal. I think a lot of people were so negative about that. And I mean, after 15 years, this was my first priority. This was something that, this is the first thing I do every day. And yeah, I guess human beings can take care of an animal for long periods of time. And that's something that people can learn about themselves. If you had to do it, you most probably could. And that alone is something worth knowing. So it's just a decision, and we can all make that decision. We can choose that. We can say, I want to do this. I could give both babies boys a pat on the nose. So we're not only studying tigers here, we're studying human behavior. How does a human behave in a zoo? Yeah, can you believe it? He don't get the money Mike Tyson anymore, but he used to let him tiger roam the mansion inside. Yeah, yeah, guys, I'm surprised on how I was able to take care of these animals with a much smaller budget than I've seen some of the exotic parks or whatever have. They've got huge budgets, and then they sometimes have still a hard time coping. Uh, I guess labor is the most expensive thing. If you've got three people working full time and you have to pay them at a rate, it becomes expensive. And I have to say that I probably used a tenth or maybe a 100th of the money that was said is going to be needed. So, yeah, you learn how to do it with the budget you have. It's not a question of just going to the shop and buying a lot of meat every single day. You have to get over that. When I had people working for me who were taking that responsibility, they wanted it that way. But eventually, when I had to do it myself, I found easier ways to do it and solving other problems in the process, like the mortalities of the chicken at the farm, where the chickens are bred and that's for human consumption. And then you find out that they've got mortalities and those chickens need to be disposed of. And you can actually help them dispose of the chicken that they have to dispose of by feeding an animal like this. It actually tells me that those farms should actually have some of these animals around because that is the proper way of disposing of that chicken. So I guess that's why we had small zoos all over South Africa in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, because what happened to uh, all the stuff that was left over? You know, there's always a little meat that is left over after the butcher is done selling meat for the day. There is some part of it that needs to get thrown away. That can go to the animals at the zoo. And even just green growers, you know, when they've got the carrots and they cut the leaves off and they just sell the orange root, there's some part that is not going to be eaten. That can go to a donkey or a tortoise, or some animal can eat that and dispose of it. So there was actually a test that was done the other day of what happens when people keep a few chickens. You know, and it is remarkable how the waste collection service does not need to happen that often anymore. And they give you eggs, and everything just works out fine. And they realize that having chickens is actually a great thing to do. So, yeah, having tigers have got its advantages. Certain things will be a little difficult. I think one of the most sensitive things which people should not learn their lesson with is safety. If you can get a quick course from someone like me to tell you just how important that is, it might be a good thing. And you don't want to experience an angry tiger somewhere where you are vulnerable. That would be really a problem. So it's like I'd say, okay, come on, you're making a noise. I'd say it's a lot like having a motorcycle and a fast one, and then going for a ride while it's raining. You know, you shouldn't really do that. And yeah, certain things just I think people should realize about an animal like this, and then they can safely keep one. Not that I'm encouraging people to keep tigers, but I think at the end of the day, it will be great if the general public could get involved in this kind of thing, because it is possible to be successful. And why should we have this animal in the wild being a threat to all the people that live in those countries, losing their children by tiger. I don't know if the world is ready for that kind of change. This might sound like the big problem is getting them out of the wild. I don't want to say that they shouldn't exist in the wild, but I can definitely tell you that here where I live in South Africa, there used to be lions roaming the area, and I'm glad they're not roaming this area right now for, I won't say it's for selfish reasons. I'd say it is for just what the world has developed into. So I guess tigers will go extinct if they are only in the wild. I don't think that can change. I think people would never want a tiger to be too close to their home or too close to their children. And that is the reason why I think we will have to start keeping animals like this in private ownership. Responsible private ownership, with maybe authorities overlooking everything very well and being reasonable and logical about it. And maybe that's the way the world is evolving right now. So I don't want to go too far into that, because it might sound like I don't want them in the wild at all. But I'll tell you guys, I don't want them roaming around my house. That's just a thing that I have to mention that. Michael, I know it's illegal for you to own in there, but if someone had a liger or a tigon, would that be illegal also? I don't think it will be illegal. I don't think a liger or a tigon will be illegal, because they do not exist in the South African wild, and they are not a South African animal. So based on that, Enzo, Diego, based on that, I'd say it should be legal to keep them. But you are not allowed to keep a South African animal at your private residence in South Africa, unless you've got a permit. And that can be obtained if somebody would find it in the right, if it's the right thing to do, they will probably give you a permit. But why would you have a permit for a lion? It can be released into the wild. That's the thing. That's the whole story about why I am allowed to keep the tigers, because they cannot be released. They don't exist in the South African wild. Hey, come on, you guys. Enzo and Diego. Okay, that's enough birthday cake for one birthday. Yeah. Enzo, Diego. Can't take them anywhere. But yeah, that's the reason why you can have them in South Africa, in certain provinces, not in all provinces. But in this province you are allowed to, because they cannot be released into the wild. There is no wild for them. And it would be like dropping a 2-year-old kid off in the desert. It's not gonna work. Those are hardy-das. They can live in the South African wild. So I'm not allowed to have one. But they live in and around our areas. So we do have them, like owls, all kinds of animals that live in a tree by my house. I can't control that. Come on, Enzo. Come on, Diego. We're done here. Come on. Come say goodbye. The sun is going down. Come on, we've got like 10 seconds, then the sun is going to be down. Quickly, come say goodbye. Come. Come on, Diego. Here he comes. Come, quickly say goodbye. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Thanks so much for everything, for all the donations. Yeah, are you done? Wait. Let me change the camera view. Enzo, come on. Stop this madness. Okay, well, they're done. All right, guys, I'm going to be saying goodbye. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being part of Enzo's life for the last 15 years. It's great. I'm so glad I was able to share this with you guys. And to think people are not even born yet who's going to know these tigers so well. They will find these videos and they will watch them. Enzo, stop that now. It's over. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let me just quickly go through here. I'm just worried I missed somebody's donation. I hope I didn't. But if I did, thank you very much. It goes a long way. I can do a lot with a little bit. I can do a lot. Okay, come on. Stop growling. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like always, have a great day. Bye. Take care.